My name is EBAYC, and I would like to present a short documentary about two of my friends that was placed on community probation. In this documentary, I'd like to educate you all with their stories on how they got caught up and what they must do being in the system.
My name is EBAYC. I'm 13 years old. I was born in Oakland. I grew up here in Alameda. It's a pretty good neighborhood, not a lot of crime. I got on probation for residential burglary.
I wish I could have done a better job disciplining him. I was also consumed with other things like work, as well as my hobby. But the one thing that I've always regretted is I didn't pay enough attention to Vincent.
My name's Trail, and I'm 14. I was charged with robbery to get on probation.
Well, it's like my family knew eventually that Trail was going to end up on probation or something, or in juvenile hall, because he kept doing everything he could possibly do to end up there.
I was born in West Oakland. I live in the Bottoms, and the area that I live in is cool, but if you go around the corner, it ain't that cool. It's Knox, all that.
I live in the West Oakland community of Oakland. It's pretty rampant with drugs, a lot of crime, high crime. But because of my income level, I had no other place to go. I live in a 3-bedroom townhouse type of apartment, which is beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's in the lower, they call it lower bottoms of the west side.
Some of the kids today tend to grow up a lot quicker than they should be. So as far as them becoming on probation and getting on probation, it's mainly just to help them out in the sense of trying to make better decisions in their life.
I feel that some young folks need other interventions besides their family, especially if they've committed a crime. So I feel that for the most part, it's a good thing, not only for the young person, but for the greater society.
When I was committing the crime, I felt kind of scared and I felt kind of anxious at the same time because I needed that money, but I didn't want to get caught.
I really didn't do nothing, but I was there, so they really got me for it. I touched the tape and they got my fingerprints.
When I was in the back of the police car, I felt hella scared because I had to call my mom and stuff. I didn't know what she was gonna say.
I was kind of scared that I knew that I was going to the hall, but I didn't know the hall was all like that. I thought it was gonna be like strict and stuff.
When I was locked up, I felt pretty stupid. It really wasn't worth it, you know. I was away from all my friends and my family. I couldn't really do nothing.
As much as I hate to say that I didn't like the way that he had to be confined at the juvenile facility, I think it was good for him. I pleaded with the judge to release him in my custody when at his arraignment. And as hard as I tried, the lawyer confided with me that maybe this is best for him, that he needs to see the other side of all this. I think it also gave him, as I said, a good dose of reality check of what life is like.
And juvie, they food was hella nasty. You got some cold-ass green beans, and they hot dogs is good. That's the only thing I like.
That day, the judge was in a bad mood, so I thought I was going to go back to the hall, but she put me on probation, and I was pretty relieved about that.
The judge was kind of cool, though, but I ain't really like it.
Probation changed my life in a lot of ways, because I got to do a lot of things I can't do, a lot of things I used to do.
He's more receptive to the idea of checking in with us and being able for us to keep track of where he's going, as opposed to before when he would just tell us he'll be back at a certain time.
There's never a satisfaction when you violate, you know, a kid on our caseload, but it is something that we have to do. It's not something that we enforce or we like to see done, but it's mainly on the kid and their responsibility.
To get on probation, I gotta do a lot of programs. I gotta have clean P tests, and I gotta do it for about another 6 months.
To get off probation, I gotta do EBAYC, pay my restitution, do street law, and do good in school.
I attend a lot of programs. I'm doing EBAYC right now. I did the COPS class. I had an after-school program at the library like every Tuesday and Thursday.
Talk about my time, I'll probably just go to football practice, kick it with my brother, go to EBAYC.
There's three key elements that should occupy people's time. Their work, if they're working, or school, if they're going to school, their family, and develop a passion for something.
If I could go back in time, I wouldn't have did the crime.
Hopefully, this probation has changed him in a positive way, whereas it scared him a bit, whereas he knows that he's responsible for his actions.
If I could go back in time, I sure would change it. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't even go near that house. I wouldn't let none of my partners go.
The easiest way to avoid being placed on probation is use your own common sense and don't be a follower, be a leader, because you have to take control of your own life. And stay in school. I find that a lot of young folks that are placed in probation are usually truants from school, so they have extra time to get into difficulties.
When I get off probation in the future, I'm gonna get good grades in high school, get a scholarship for football, go to a nice college, and probably be on the Raiders, my favorite team.
When I get out of probation, I plan to just keep doing what I'm doing, get good grades, you know what I'm saying, maybe get a scholarship to a nice college, major in some, probably like some math or something, then get a good job, have a family, you know what I'm saying.
I hope you all were educated with the two stories regarding my friends Terrell and Vincent with their encounter with the juvenile justice system. And to all you other people that's not on probation, stay off probation because it ain't cool. Signing off, EBAYC.